As I look back on my life, I realize that even though I was born a cradle Catholic and attended church regularly with my parents, this did not automatically entitle me to have faith. I went to church more out of a sense of duty and followed what most of the neighbors did. As I grew older, my faith and trust in God and our Blessed Mother has been shaped by the many events in my life. Some so helpless that I had to crawl to our Mother Mary, begging for strength and courage to deal with the situation. As an immigrant to Canada 44 long years ago, I was introduced in the first month to the weekly novena of our Mother of Perpetual Help at the downtown Shrine Church of St. Patrick's. It was with her help that I was able to find a job just 1 month after our arrival. With no work experience, not even Canadian experience. I had never worked in an office before. She knew how financially poor we were. Unfortunately, I had to leave this job when my son started junior kindergarten, and I was often arriving late at work. That same Wednesday evening, while waiting for the bus to attend the novena, I saw a job opening closer to home. Of course, Our Lady answered my prayer. I was offered the job and worked for the same company until I retired. It is through her intercession that we have lived in a small, comfortable townhouse, which we have called home for 41 years, moving in on her feast day, June 27th, 1975. If you are like me, if your life is like mine, I'm sure you have faced times when everything seems hopeless and there's nothing that can be done to improve the situation, especially when health or sickness is involved. In 2008, my husband was told he had to undergo open heart surgery. When we heard this, of course, we panicked as we listened to the risks involved. Our anxiety did not vanish with consolation from friends and family that in this day and age, this is considered a routine surgery. Our only source of consolation was to have recourse to our one and only Mother of Perpetual Help. I personally prayed that the operation would be scheduled for a Wednesday to coincide with the Wednesday novena to our Mother of Perpetual Help at St. Patrick's Shrine in downtown Toronto. However, the operation was scheduled for a Friday. On the day before the operation, my husband had to be moved to another hospital downtown where the operation would be performed. We packed up his belongings. The tubes that he was hooked up to were removed. The ambulance was waiting. We were just about to step outside the room when the social worker came running down the hallway to let us know that the surgery was cancelled. There was an emergency in the hospital downtown. We would not get another day till after the weekend. My husband was hooked up to the tubes once more, and we were back to square one again. On my way home from the hospital, I stopped in at our church. Needless to say, my tears flowed endlessly, asking Mother Mary, why? What was happening? To my total surprise, it seemed that I heard a whisper, "My child, what if I schedule it for a Wednesday?" I walked home with such a light heart and with so much hope. The phone rang. It was my husband. "Your prayers have been answered. The nurse told me my surgery is scheduled for Wednesday." And of course, the surgery was successful. I would never imagine that I would be publicly declaring on TV the intercessory power, the strength and the compassion of our Mother of Perpetual Help. Mother of the hopeless, pray for us. It feels strange that when I mention to people I pray implicitly to Mother Mary, especially invoking her help. Some of my friends get quite adamant about why I do not go to Jesus directly. Why go through his mother? I've often thought about this. I've even tried it, but it does not feel the same. Somehow it seems more satisfying to go to Mother Mary in faith first, knowing that when she takes our request to her Son, he cannot refuse. He cannot refuse her if it is for our good and in accordance with his will. At the foot of the cross, Jesus gave his mother to us in his last moments when he said, "Woman, here is your son, and here is your mother." How good it feels to have Mary as our mother, and that she has all of us as her children. A little child runs to his mother first when hurt. He or she knows that the mother will take care of the wounds and they will experience her lavishing love. In a little child's eyes, all will be well. We as adults are not different. We are all little children at heart and wish and even long for a loving embrace, tender love and care that only a mother can give. Mary, as our mother, is first to notice our needs, just like at the wedding feast at Cana. She plants seeds in our hearts, nurtures the seeds, and it is up to us to ensure that with the right attitude, the trees of humility, patience, and love will grow strong and tall, and our branches will stretch out to include all. Mother of everyone, pray for us. There is no request, however small, however large, no time, day or night, no burden, light or heavy, that should prevent us from reaching out to our Mother of Perpetual Help. She's always there for us, waiting, wanting, wondering if we will call on her most powerful name. Mother of Perpetual Help, pray for us.